Hello everybody. I really hope that I have gone live. I did it through the app this time and I'm not sure if anyone can see me. Let's see. Ooh, what have I done? Okay. I don't know if I can see you guys. Can people see me? Basically, I wanted to keep up my promise of going live. I hope that this is on my account. How do I do this? Okay. Okay, we've got the stream here. Sorry guys, I've done this for such a long time and I still can't figure it out. Okay. Share the link. Okay. Hi guys, Javada and Whitney, how are you? I made it. I'm just sending the link to my Instagram so that people can join the live. How are you guys going? I will never understand how I can't get this all organized beforehand. Actually, I could probably understand. There we go. Okay, let's go back here. All right. Oh, you can see us. See me. Thank you. I am so cold. Yeah, I know I just can't regulate myself to be warm today. I can't do it. I have like so many layers on and I can't seem to get warm enough. This is like a thermal, like look at this. This is like heat conducting, hopefully. Sorry, my chair makes a lot of noise. I'm going to take a photo so Instagram can see us. Ooh, there we go. Smile, everyone. Oh, that was blurry. Okay. You're good, Javada. How are you having a good day? I actually, I wouldn't say it's good, but I can't complain. Sorry, I'm taking another photo. I just feel quite overwhelmed today, quite out of sorts. Like I just feel like I can't catch up on things lately. I'm sure you guys can probably relate to that feeling, but it's just like there's so many things to be done and yeah. How do you guys feel today? I'm definitely just like not organized. Well, I feel like I have so many things on my plate to not be organized, if that makes any sense. Oh gosh, there's so many. Sorry, I'm still posting this to Instagram. I will be with you guys in like 2 seconds. Ready? Post. Okay. So far so good this week, Whitney. Oh, good. How are the kids going? Do you know, actually, Whitney, you've inspired me to make the living area have a swing very similar to your situation in your house. Just because I see Zach on it all the time and I'm like, Jacob would love that. Snowflake, hi. Made it to a live, Lucy. Oh, awesome. It's so cool having you all here. I think it's good when I have it consistently go live because, you know, you guys have obviously got things on. And so it's like you can kind of like manage your times and I don't know how to explain that, but like if I'm on every week at the same time, there's, you know, in a whole month, there's probably going to be one day where you can join the live and you can come and chat with us and ask any questions. I'm here. I'm an open book for most things. We've had a big week going. It's freezing. I'm laying in my bed with my electric blanket on. I wish I had an electric blanket. I wish. I got these things actually. They're part of my jacket. Should put them on. My hands. I can never get my hands warm. Hi, Courtney. Where are the kids? They're at school. It's super hot here. We have the AC running full blast and got really sunburned at the water park yesterday. I am obviously not envious of the sunburn, but very envious of the warm weather. I am a warm person. I love warm weather. I love summer. I do not like winter. I don't know how people like winter. There's people out there, they're like, I love winter, I love cozying up and stuff like that. I love that too, but I can't ever get myself warm. So might be like some thermoregulation thing that I have going, but I'm just freezing all the time. And it's not even that cold. Like, I'll tell you what degrees it is, even though I think a lot of you are you use Fahrenheit, but in Celsius, it's 15 degrees here. So what's that? 15 Celsius to Fahrenheit, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that cold for you guys? So 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's not even winter yet. Oh, I don't want to be in winter. Where's Jacob? He's at school. Little man had gastro for 4 days. Now it would take me a week to catch up. Yeah. When sickness hits, everything just all the priorities and all the to-do lists, they go out the window. You're literally in survival mode, so don't get too wrapped up in that. Obviously, what comes first is health and everyone surviving the sickness. But gastro, I'm so sorry about that. That's every time I see that word. This week has been so hard. Oh, I'm sorry, Courtney. I can relate to that though. We had a hard morning this morning. We've had a few guests come here, which kind of like throws my kids out a little bit, especially Jacob. We love having guests here, but it throws our routine out, and I think that affects him, even though he loves seeing them and he gets so excited. Yeah, it's just a fact of life he has to go through, and yeah. How did Jacob adjust to... Oh, sorry. Yay, the swing is the go-to for sure. Oh, yeah. I see you guys using it daily. And Jacob loves his indoor... He has a swing in his room. But it doesn't get the full swing. So his OT said it could be dysregulating him even more, because he's sort of... he sort of kicks off the wall, and so he's not getting that full regulatory swing. And she said from a sensory perspective, it could be like dysregulating him even more. So we're going to, in the living room, we've already taken the fan out. We're going to set up a indoor swing in there, which has more space, and he can get the full swing. I know he could go outside. I know he could do all of that. But it's just been really cold, and he doesn't like to go in our backyard anymore. He loves our front yard with all the leaves and stuff, but the swing out the back he's not a fan of. But we're going to get one inside the house. It'll also serve a purpose for when it's raining, and like when it rains, it's literally like scary for us, because we're like, oh, he's going to be trapped inside and we can't go anywhere. He gets quite overwhelmed and dysregulated when it's raining because he can't go outside. That's his place to regulate. And especially during winter, we can't go to the beach, we can't regulate that way. So I think that a swing inside is going to do wonders for him. How did Jacob adjust to the door lock? So if you guys didn't see I think it's our latest video, we made some big changes to our house, and sorry, this is really bothering. We made some big changes to our house where we put in some big doors in front of our kitchen. We didn't have any doors there. And we've got lockable doors all around our house. So he had a meltdown on arrival. Like, as soon as he got home, he saw what happened. He went back out to the car. He refused to get out of the car. He was not happy about it. And I think with any change, his reaction is going to be that. We prefer not to make the change in front of him because he will just interfere and try and stop the person from doing any work or anything. So they did it while he was at school. And he did struggle, but he has actually taken well to the doors. And during the night, he doesn't even try to, he used to kick doors to try and get us to open them. And that's why a lot of our doors broke. So we've not really had working doors for a while. When we got these lockable doors, it was just like a breath of fresh air for Jordan and I, especially because, we were hiding things in, like, this cupboard up here has lots of things that we've had to hide from Jacob. But now that we have lockable rooms, we can just chuck him in a room and lock the door. And also serves a purpose. He can't raid the fridge in the nighttime and wake himself up. He sort of has less stimulus to keep him awake, even though he's had some really good nights of sleep and some really bad nights of sleep since then. So I don't know how it's going to help that situation, but yeah. Hi Ryan, how did you highlight your... Oh, because you tagged me? How did it highlight orange? I know that if you guys make, I think it's called a donation or whatever, it comes up. Does it come up on the screen? And I can't remember. It comes up on the stream. Or if I tap on it, it will come up on, your message will come up on the screen up here. But that's cool that you can highlight my name. Snowflake, what's your actual name? Or should I just call you Snowflake? I'm from Maine and the time is 8:39. What is it for you there? It's 10:45 a.m. here. Lucy, 11 degrees here today. Not looking forward to winter either. I find winter a lot harder with less outside time. Yeah, I agree. My kids are always outside, especially Jacob. He's always outside. And when it gets colder and it gets rainy and it's too cold to sit out there, I love the summertime because he can just be in the leaves and outside the front and in his happy place, and I can just sit there in the sun and it's not an issue. But sitting out there in the winter time is not fun. Hector says, who's the baby of the family? You mean of our family? Jazz is the youngest. Javada said 59 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect weather to me. We don't have many days in that range here. Summer is 100 degrees Fahrenheit average and winter hangs out around freezing. I want to know what 100 degrees Fahrenheit is to Celsius. 100 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. 37 degrees. Yeah, it gets that hot here too in summer. But you said it averages at that. That's probably 37 to 40 degrees is probably the hottest it ever gets here. Probably not the average though, so that must be very hot where you live, Javada. Whitney, so glad the doors have been helpful. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. I've seen a lot of comments like that and I'm just so glad that we did it finally. We keep saying to each other, why didn't we do it sooner? Ryan says later friends off to bed. Special Olympics in the morning. Good luck, Ryan. That's awesome. Hector, I answered that already. Jazz is the baby of the family. So yeah, I actually was sent out a story this morning, and I was asking about my weekly live guests. So I usually have over on Instagram, I have weekly guests on my live, whether they could be anyone, they could be any professional, any person, any autistic person, or any family member, or I try and include a range of people, businesses, companies, products, resources, all of those things. And I try and include everyone in those lives. And anyone is welcome to approach me to do one of those lives. But I have taken a break this term because things got quite overwhelming for me, and I had to prioritize a few other things. But I am actually looking to make a return for the lives next term. And by term, I mean, so we in Australia have 4 school terms a year. So we have term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, and they're all, in between all of them, we have a 2-week holiday. So term 1, 2-week holiday, term 2, 2-week holiday, term 3, 2-week holiday, and term 4, and then we have 6 weeks over summer. So I like to only do them during the school terms because obviously I have the kids home and I can't sit here on a live and chat to people while I have literally screaming children. Like, I don't mean screaming, like I mean loud. I mean very loud. And they would interrupt and it would just be chaotic. But so next term, let me see what date that would be. Next term, I'm hoping to bring back the live guests. You guys can ask questions and we can have people on that have more experience, education than I do. So it's just cool that we could have people on that have more experience than I do. I asked this morning on Instagram whether people would prefer me to keep the lives. So the way I do it is I go live on Instagram and I do the Instagram live. I have people in the chat section. You can join in at any time, but also you can ask questions beforehand if you can't make the live, and you can also watch the live after the fact. I wondered whether I should do a podcast instead, and that is a whole different thing for me. I have to learn the processes around podcasts as well as having guests on a podcast virtually. I don't know how I would navigate that, but term 3 starts in July. Yeah, so I'd have the next sort of segment of my guests in July. Which isn't that far away, if I'm really honest. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer lives with guests, or do you prefer podcasts and just listening to podcasts? Because a lot of you don't or aren't able to make the lives, and that's totally understandable because of time changes and what else? Time changes, schedules, people have things on, obviously. We don't have free time all the time. So podcasts would be good because you could just stick in your ear, or you can listen to it in the car, and you can do it while you're doing something else, or listen to it while you're doing something else. So let me know what you guys think about that. Oh yeah, 7 of you already liked this video, but I always forget to say, could you please like the video if you enjoyed it? I think there's a like button on the live video. Oh, hello, Kat. You just joined, excited to make a live. Yeah, a lot of you guys message me after I do lives and they're like, oh, I wish I could make a live. It is so hard to get everyone, get a time that everyone is free. Obviously, we all have different schedules and time zones and all of those things. So Yeah, it's so cool that you could join a live. I love just talking to you guys in real time. It's just so nice. And as you guys, all the chat there, it's just really nice to talk to you guys and have that response back and forth like straight away instead of having to reply to individual messages. It's just like we all meet up. And I'm really hoping in the next, I'm not committing to this, but I'm going to organize like some Zoom chats where you guys can actually all see each other and we can all chat. And I know that this is a big task because if you have too many people in a chat, it can be quite chaotic. But there's a lot of you as well who don't like to show up on video or don't like to like show your face, but you can always come on to a Zoom and just do the audio or turn up in the chat function of the Zoom. So let me know if you guys would like to do that. It just allows me to stop talking and you guys to just talk to each other and support one another. Are you nervous to how Jacob will react to having a dog? Yeah, I'm always nervous about changes to Jacob's environment. I'm always nervous about how he will navigate that. But he really does surprise us when it comes to changes. It takes a while for him to get through a change and overcome that. But after the change has happened and it's a concrete thing in his life, he does well. So there is an initial like adjustment period, and a lot of people that I've been speaking to who have therapy dogs or assistance dogs say that it can take quite a while initially for your child to actually even interact with the dog. But after that, like months or even up to a year, some people were talking about, after that time, they were saying that their relationship just bloomed and the support that they got from that dog was incredible. And I'm holding on hope to it going well. Obviously, I have, there's always also the possibility that Jacob just will not respond well to this dog. And that is something that we have considered. And I don't think it will happen because we've seen Jacob with dogs and he gets really excited by them. He doesn't like touching them too much. He more so likes just like watching them, and he gets all like giggly and he goes up to them, but he doesn't touch them. And he likes to walk dogs, like he likes the leash and watching the dog. So it'll be interesting. I think that having the dog in his safe space is going to be an incredible thing for him. He's going to, I think he's going to realize after some time that this dog isn't going anywhere and he'll get comfortable. And I mean, I hope so. But in answering your question, Jody, I am nervous and Jordan's nervous too. I think we're both just more nervous about the training aspect of everything. We do have to keep up the training, and that takes time. So we are going to prioritize that because I do think that the benefits are going to be incredible. So yeah, I don't use Instagram, but I would watch a podcast style video on YouTube if you're putting up that way. Okay, that's awesome. I think there's a program that you can have for podcasts where if you have like someone else on your podcast, you can film video like of you and them, like split screen, and I could upload that as a YouTube video. That would be interesting. That could do well. Like that would be more accessible for people like you, Lucy, who don't have Instagram and prefer to watch things visually. Kat says, I like the lives, but normally we'd be in therapy now, so podcasts probably make more sense. Yeah, I just feel like everyone's just so busy, and so like I'm busy too, but it's more easy to use. However, if it's a podcast, it's a separate platform, so like that's like creating a different platform, and I feel like I've got too many platforms at the moment to manage, so it's probably asking a lot. But I like the idea of what Lucy said about the YouTube video, and we could do it that way. And that way people could still listen to it via podcast or through the YouTube video. I like your idea, Lucy. Okay, I am going to keep... Ooh, did I just get out of it? No. I'm going to hop off this live. I'm going to be making these lives shorter only because I do upload them as a video after the lives ended. And I like to keep them a little shorter because like if we have a live that's like over an hour long, no one's going to be watching that after the fact. So I think I'm going to stick with half an hour once a week, and I think that's more manageable time-wise for me. I think it's more manageable for you guys. I think it helps me to be more consistent because it doesn't take away too much of my day because I have a huge to-do list waiting for me. But thank you guys so much, and I loved chatting to you all. Thank you for keeping up the chat, and I hate when I sit here and I'm like, what do I say? But thank you for giving me all of the topics and questions to talk about. Oh, thank you, Whitney. I think it's kind of depends on what kind of dog it is. If the dog is too big, where the dog is one of those breeds that wants constantly bark all the time, be a factor. Yeah, so this dog is a medium-sized dog, so he's going to grow up to be medium-sized, and he's little at the moment, but he also is being trained. So I'm hoping, hopefully he doesn't bark too much, and he's been kind of trained to not do that. And we are going to keep up the training. We're going to have a trainer at the home come to the home, and really, I think we really need to give this dog a good start so that it's not overwhelming for Jacob. Thank you guys so much for watching and chatting today. I will see you guys next week. I don't like to say the same time, but it all depends on my schedule. But I will see you guys next week, next Thursday. Well, it's Thursday for me, but next Thursday, and I will put up a story on Instagram and YouTube. I'll put up a post about what time I'm going to be doing the live on that day.